Reuben Abati nearly cook Wike shop this morning. I did watch the morning show on Arise. He nearly cook her like I wish I give her a pot if I put Wike. Yeah, use a touch of Tinubu to do salt. He said Wike go church, go do soapy. That project asking for Wike goes. So he said he went to pleasure himself. That Wike's IQ is low. Let me play you this.
2 years to 2027, the professional political elite, whether it's ADC or it's Labour Party, they are already talking about 2027.
That's the issue.
So who is talking about governance?
Nobody.
We have Wike holding Thanksgiving, saying he's more important than Amechi. You have Zulum saying you will not leave APC. You have all kinds of, what is the IQ of these people? We should start taking the IQ of these political elements. Nobody is talking about the Nigerian people.
And
then they just embarrass intelligent people with stupid talks every day.
Every sitting talks.
Can we just focus on governance? Who cares about APC, ADC, Labour Party, whatever, and the individual ambition of people with very low IQs?
So Wike IQ low.
Our focus should be on what will interest the Nigerian people and how the Nigerian people will be better served.
Okay.
So all this talk about ADC says somebody is jittery, APC says, what is all that rubbish? Who are these guys? Did they even go to school?
Yes, now. You know what?
No, I'm saying that we begin to question the IQ of the people who lead Nigeria and who lead Nigeria in various sectors.
Okay.
Don't we see people in Japan? Don't you see people in the United States? Don't we see people in the UK? And then we are saddled, the hapless people of Nigeria, with persons who are far less intelligent than the people they lead.
Okay.
This is the problem. Let's deal
Wike is not
with the
intelligent.
idea of going to have a Thanksgiving service.
In church.
Because you have a minister of the Federal Capital Territory who has done, some projects, who has spent about 11 days launching projects, and the president attended it. And then he goes to church. And he goes to church to go and masturbate, to engage in a process of self-adulation.
Yes.
I find that very childish.
Give himself soapy.
And that's why we're questioning. Now, let's make the point that this constitution that we talk about says in section 10 that there shall be no state religion in any part. So, Nyesom Wike going to church to go and have a song and a dance is in violation of that part. He's not going there in his personal capacity. He's taking the whole machinery of the FCT to church to go and celebrate projects. Some of these churches, the church that he went to is St. James's Anglican Church. We call out the priest in that church this morning.
Correct.
Some of these priests, whether they are Anglican or Catholic, should also have the common sense to be able to say that certain things are not acceptable, no matter the amount of money that whether government official is bringing in a public capacity. Maybe they should give this priest also the Constitution of Nigeria to run, to understand that there's what is right, there is what is wrong. Number two, who else will Nyesom Wike not abuse in this country? We are waiting for the day we abuse President Tinubu.
That day
will be here to tell President Tinubu that we warned you. That this person, the way he's going, he's going to abuse you one day when the occasion provides itself. He has abused Sapita Odili. He has abused Rotimi Amechi. He has abused who else now? Dele Momodu.
He said that one, boy.
So, and that's why a man like Dele Momodu is saying some of these people in government, they should take a breathalyzer test. I think that's what they call it in America.
Yes.
Some people are saying they should take psychiatric tests.
That one is necessary.
So why should public officials just talk out of turn?
Right.
Now he's attacking Rotimi Amechi's wife, that she's this and that. look, how does a wife get into the subject?
But if the wife is collecting
And
4
he's
billion,
going
what are we
about
talking
saying his father was a director of major companies. Who cares? Whether his father was a mechanic or a vulcanizer, that's not what we're talking about. He has a job as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Can all of these people just focus on that? My wife is richer than your wife. My father is richer than your father. This is why I said this morning that there should be IQ tests for the people that we send into government. If you don't have basic intelligence, don't just go near power. And don't disturb properly educated people with my wife is better than your wife, my father is better than your wife, I'm riding a Rolls Royce, I have money, I bought it with my money. Is that the kind of level of sophistication or intelligence or integrity that Nigerians should be confronted with? We have to say it.
As it is.
I end by saying that President Tinubu should beware. He should pay more attention to the character of the people that he puts in a very important position. I don't want to hear about your wife. I don't care. I don't care whether your wife is an industrialist or your wife is this and that. I don't want to know whether your father is a millionaire or a billionaire. I want to assess you on the basis of the assignment that you have been given. Can these people grow up? How can we put children in important positions?
So we can have
on fire. Sorry,
on fire. Okay, so so we can no guesses. Reuben Abati. So Wike has low IQ. Not be me talk about that. Reuben Abati talk. I just about tell Wike. Wike, there's somebody that do mental test for you. Say you are a child. You are talking like a pikin. But is it not really irritating that in 2025 our politicians and our leaders are talking about how they bought Rolls Royce? Meanwhile, children are still out of school in Abuja for months now. We are discussing how we bought Rolls Royce. And we are not ashamed. We are seeing Iran producing weapons, America producing weapons, Israel producing this. Some European countries are producing underground tunnel that shrink and pass, connecting countries, even catapults. I don't remember when last we produced them for this country. Razor blade is imported from China. The other day we were arguing something. I tell my brothers then where we sit down they drink. I say we spend dollars. They say no. I say why is it that anytime we dollar go up, the price of things go up? On that table where we are drinking, everything was imported. They say it's a lie. I say show me one thing that is not imported. Now they tell me say the paper that they do the label for the drink is not imported. I said papers are imported in Nigeria. They argue me. I just googled it. And I showed them how much Nigeria spent importing paper last year. We import paper into this country. And our leaders are busy arguing how they bought Rolls Royce. So who exactly is talking about governance? This is 2025. Election is still 2 years ahead. That's the only thing we're talking about now. Wike is just holding the ground now, helping Tinubu to fight election fight, pending when Tinubu comes back. It's really irritating because many of us never stay abroad, never will not understand madness to the practice for this country. If you leave Nigeria, you know that these talks where they talk, they are laughing at us outside. Our leaders are arguing Rolls Royce. The other day, Tinubu was going to Benue, Yele Water, where they buy people. Only use him talk, I say because of bad road, did not feel good. Who is supposed to fix the road, Your Excellency? And we are all focused on 2027 election. Why not just do your job? They really need to do psychiatric tests for everybody. Not just the leaders, including with the followers, because it makes sense to many of us. It makes sense to many of us. No, they need a proper psychiatric test for many of us.